Kadosh in Parashat Pekudei. He says, he says, he's talking about how a person has to be careful with speaking Lashon Hara and Nivul Peh. A person has to be very careful not to speak words of slander against other Jews and other people, and he has to make sure not to speak Nivul Peh, which is words, dirty words, inappropriate words, cursing, and suggestive words, or refers to inappropriate things that nobody should be speaking about, dirty words. So he says, this Ruach Ra'ah, he says there's this bad spirit that comes from these words. And there's a ruach, there's special angels that are destructive angels, or they're bad angels. They are commanded on taking those words that a person speaks, the Nivul Peh and the Lashon Hara that a person speaks. They're commanded on going to grab these things, and they keep these words that a person says. And after a person goes, and let's say later he prays, let's say later he learns, and what happens? Those tefillot, they go to Shamayim. They're trying to get them to Kisei Kavod, to the throne of glory. Then comes these angels. What does these do? Says the Zohar Kadosh, Wailon, Wailehayon. He says, what happened? Hayahon. He says, woe is to them and woe is to their life. Meaning, these guys praying for Parnasah. This guy's praying for Refuah Shlema. This guy's praying for Atzlacha. And he's learning, he's saying, now, B'schut my learning, B'schut my praying, I'm going to get this success. Hashem's going to help me. But what? It's a powerful prayer. It was a powerful mitzvah. It's going up, and all of a sudden, boom! Got knocked out of the sky. Why? Because there was a destructive angel who was holding on to that bad word that he said before, that Lashon Hara he said before, and that's it. It takes away the strength, the koach of the mitzvah that he did with his mouth later. Can you imagine the mashal, that what a person do? He goes and he's a chef for the king. He's going to serve the chef is going to serve the king dinner. He gives him the best steak in the world, but what happens? The plate is dirty. There's not a nice presentation. The king's going to throw the plate in his face. He says, how can you serve me like this? It's a dirty plate. At least clean the plate. So a person has to know, when he comes to serve Kadosh Baruch Hu, he gives him Torah, he gives him tefillah, he gives him prayer. Hashem says, it was the most beautiful tefillah, but he served in a dirty plate. How could I eat it like this? Your mouth, it was dirty before. You clean your mouth, and then go serve, and then give me the food. So a person has to make sure that he does that. He says, and a person does it himself, where he blocks himself by letting these destructive angels come and take away the power of his mitzvah. He says, woe is for you here, and woe is for you olam haba. So therefore a person should not hear this and get depressed. He should get motivated. He says, listen, he tells his friend, don't say that word. Why? What's the big deal? Leave me alone. No. Now your mitzvahs of tefillah and Torah is going to be affected. Don't do it. It's not worth it, my friend. Trust me. It's for that 1 second you should lose the hour of prayer you did. For that 1 second to say that one sentence, you should lose all that learning and all that praying you did. So therefore he says, and he says, because those bad spirits, they take those words that a person says, and afterwards when he says they ruin the power of that power of the mitzvah he did. They take the impure word that a person said, and they combine it with the holy word that a person said, therefore it lowers its value. The power of holiness in the world is weakened. So therefore a person should bolster himself, guard himself, anyone who he sits with, anyone who he's around. So please do not curse, please don't say these words. Even the Torah, look how the Torah says, it doesn't say this animal's tameh. It says this animal's not pure. Don't say the people, the refined Baalei Musar. He says that even a word, a guy says, don't say the word crazy. This guy's crazy. So even to speak like that, a person says he doesn't have a full dot. He doesn't 100% know what he's doing. The person speaking a cleaner language, in general, accustom himself. Yes, we live in a world where goyim speak how they speak, and we grew up with, the people speaking trash all day. Chaz v'shalom, I know it's very difficult, but what? It doesn't mean that we should not refine ourselves and that we do it for the sake of our mitzvot. We should make it worthwhile for our mitzvot. We want it to be powerful. We invest to come on time early in the morning. We invest to pray properly and focus. Why should we allow a small word that we could have kept ourselves go out and take away our mitzvah? Rather, we should also ched our tefillot, and our mitzvot should be accepted.